night? Who's up with me on this late night? Who's up with me on this late night? Who's up at this late night hour? In the midnight hour. In the midnight hour. All right, let me get up here on this side. I didn't think that I was going to get up here tonight, actually.
I remember my grandfather telling me, God rest his soul,
I really
passed
didn't
away,
think
that men have.
I was going to get up here. Oops. All right.
Welcome to high.
Okay.
Welcome to high.
Oops. Turn that off. All right. Hi, family. How's the family? I didn't think I was going to get up here tonight, right, family? But I said, let me try to get up here before I lay my head to bed, right? I've been doing energy work today, family. I think most of you all already know, right? Because I was up early doing energy work, and then I came on and did a couple of hours with you all. Well, did an hour, a little over an hour with you all on Patreon, right? And I said, I don't know, I might call it an early night, or I might get back up here, right? I didn't know, but I said, let me get up here, right? Um, the energy just felt good, family. It feels so good. Outside, oh my goodness, the energy. Whew, y'all see that moon out there? Yeah, the moon is getting ready, baby. The moon is almost ready. How's the family doing? Hi, Rose. Hi, Capri. Hi, Velma. Hi, City. Hi, Samantha. Hi, what's this? Elevators. Hi, Bunk G. Hi, Yasmina. Hi, family. Hi, Apostle. Hi, Black Gal. Hi, Capri. Hi, family. Hi, Mary. I just got home. This must be for me. Black Gal said, I just got home. This must be for me. Capri said, good morning, Miss T. Thank you for the message earlier. I needed to hear everything. You are very welcome, Capri. I'm seeing Mr. Patreon this morning. Yes, Black Gal, right? Some of you all were late, right? Never know when I'm gonna pop in because my schedule is something else. Let me see what's going on here. Hold on, family, because I was scrying. I'm gonna turn that off. I was trying to see how my images was being knocked out, right? And how this is right here. Yeah, I can't really see much unless I turn on my scry light because it's dark over there, right? And I don't care where I set up anything at. I think I need my scry light on. And I think this is like the perfect angle. Hmm. How's the family doing? Black Gal. I'm just reading what you're saying to Capri. I left my drink out. So how's the family doing? Anybody got anything interesting? I haven't tapped into no case publicly, family. I haven't tapped into no cases publicly, but I haven't gotten into my comment section either regarding the two cases that I did tap into a few days ago or over a week ago. I didn't uh, I didn't look into the comment section, so I'm gonna look back into those comments and see what's going on there. But I think the missing children, I think we were still waiting to know what was going on with that. If those babies had been found, I think those are two babies that was missing in Canada, right? Um, what else I did? I'm not sure, but I have to look back at the updates. Hi, Linda. Hi, Nils. I was thinking about your channel. So glad I caught alive. I'm happy that you caught alive as well, family. Hi, Apostle. I'm doing good. Capri say, yes, yes, Black Gal. Everything turned out fair. That's what I was praying for. Very good, Capri Queen. Very good. I'm happy to hear that. Mm. Right? It's midnight, right, family? I'm gonna tap into some energy tonight, family. I should move this over. I'm not gonna move it now. Hmm. Should I move this over? How's my niece doing, Linda? She's doing much better. Um, my niece is doing much better. She's walking, right? She's home now, right? She's home now. She just went home. She just got released from the hospital a few days. As you all know, she was in the hospital for like over a week. So she's home now, doing much better. Of course, she still have like complicated. It's still some things that she can't do. She's limited, right? They don't really want her like bending and going up and down stairs or standing for long periods of time, right? So still some, and she's still in the brace, right? Because she can't be twisting and bending, but she's doing much better, right? Much better. And say, great, yes, yes. So thank you, family, for all those prayers, right? Because I had a lot of family praying um for my niece. So thank you all, family, for those prayers. And I said I was waiting for a certain energy to come around, right? To do some things. And I said I just may record it for the family. So yeah. So that too. Hmm. Let's see. Glad your niece is better. Sending prayers for a speedy recovery. Thank you, Black Gal. Thank you, family, for those healings and prayers, for that healing energy. Yasmina said, "Are you going to do some individual readings?" Yeah, I'm gonna give some messages, right? I'm gonna give some messages tonight for those who um who may need it. Yeah. Mhm. It seemed like every time I change and switch up the time, I get a different crowd. I think I like that, and I like coming up late nights too. I found that I don't know, it just seemed calmer, right? Like quiet. Just seems so much quieter. Right? Maybe not in my house, but it just seems so much quieter, right? Spiritually, it's just the energy is so much quieter. I was scrying and I was looking at this energy transforming in my scry, and then I goes and clean the scry. I don't know why I did that. Right, I goes and clean the scry, and now I just knocked out everything that was coming through. So I'm waiting for the energy to pick back up in there. Good night, Capri Queen. Love you much. Hi, Chrissy. Hi, Chrissy. How's everything going, Chrissy? Samantha, what is that? What is that hand waving? Is that a message? Yes, yes, Chrissy. Yes, we sure can. Yes, let's talk about that energy shift. Oh my goodness, family. Let's talk about the energy shift, right? It's hot, but I'm gonna keep this on because I don't really have one. I just have on my t-shirt. And I mean like a spaghetti strap t-shirt. So I'm not really dressed. All right, anybody need a message? While I'm up here. I'm happy to hear that, Chrissy, that your vacation is going good as well. Enjoy. Eat a lot of fruits for me. Eat a lot of fruits for me. Okay. And yes, shifting energy. That's a must. I'm sorry to hear that about your goddaughter, Samantha. Right? What was your goddaughter? What was your goddaughter's name? Your goddaughter name was Samantha as well. Yes. Hmm. Um, Did your goddaughter have heart related issues? Let me know if you know. Love you too, Chrissy. You believe so? That's what Spirit told me. The reason why I asked is because it was like her heart was beating fast. Yeah. She's definitely throwing out love to her loved ones, okay? So she's definitely throwing out love to you, right? One of the things I'm going to say, she did have something medically going on with her, and it came out as confirmation, but it was some confusion in there, is what ancestors brought out, okay? And the confusion was that there was people not double checking things, okay? So anything that was related to her health, right? Even could have been some kind of medication, right? People not double checking things, right? This is what has come out, right? So her and others, right? Not paying attention to warnings and signs when you're sick, not double checking things, not going for clarity, not going for a second opinion in things. This is what's coming through. All right. She is throwing out love to you and her loved ones. So that has come out. Um, and look at the positive things. That's one of the things that she wants you all to know, right? Don't worry about any of the negative things. Focus on all the positive things, right? So that's her message that has come through, right? I was trying to look and see what's going on. The main Hmm. She said that to me a week before her passing. I was saying that about the doctors. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. A lot of confusion in there, right? So, in her medical condition, even medications, right? And not double checking things, right? Definitely, family. When our body is telling us something or we feeling something is not right, make sure that you all get a second opinion. Make sure you double check things as well, right? And even if your doctor say you okay, everything is fine, but you don't feel fine, please always go back for a second opinion, right? Or always insist that your doctor recheck something, okay? Because that's important. That's this message is coming through here, right? Um, Also, did she wear some earrings? Some earrings, like I don't know, it looked like a you know how you wear earrings that's dangling, but it may have two, just say like little diamonds that's dangling, but it may have two diamonds that's dangling from there. Some sort of earrings, right? Because this is all I could see is these earrings piercing through. all I literally could see is these earrings piercing through and a button nose, like a little button nose, like a just the nose piercing through, right? I can see the face structure, but I'm trying to see what else is coming through. Hmm. It's like she's trying to come through, but it's still kind of a little faint, right? I can see her. It's like faint. Mm. Yes, yeah, she had a little button nose. I always tease her about it. Yeah, I can see it. I can see it. Right, right. She's faint, but she's letting that come through. Those features come through. Hmm. I've been telling her to go get checked for 6 months. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Right. I'm definitely sending you my condolences, right, regarding your goddaughter. But she's definitely sending you a lot of love. Mhm. Right. Mm. She left 4 babies behind. Yeah. Definitely love all on those babies, right? Love all on those babies. Mm. You are very welcome, Apostle Samantha. Yes. Oh, you don't know who has them? Okay. Right. I'm praying that find information regarding those babies, since that's your goddaughter, right? So hopefully you could be a part of their lives. Whew, wow. Yeah, that energy. Oh, child. Mm, 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 mm. Hi, Benson. Thank you, family, for that love and the condolences that you all sending to Samantha regarding her goddaughter. Black gal say, Chrissy, you in the tropics? Okay. Miss Sandy Six, are you still in here? Um, I keep having a dream that the oldest ran away and found me. He knows where I live. Well, I'm praying he comes knocking. That's for sure. Praying about that, right? All right, Miss Sandy Six. Let me give you a message. Hmm. All right. I'm gonna say this, Miss Sandy Six. Whatever's going on in your life, it looks like it has been some disappointments, right? Some setbacks somewhere in there. Okay. Uh Ancestors don't want you to get caught up in any sorrows, right? So keep pushing forward. All right. Keep pushing forward. Definitely that. The good thing is I'm seeing a lot of positive things coming out of the situations that wasn't the best. Okay, so there's a lot of positive things coming out of there. Ancestors is showing that good news is coming your way. So definitely you're going to find out some information regarding something, maybe something that you have been waiting for. Okay, that you thought wasn't going to work out, but it is. It's going to work out. Ancestors showing it's going to work out. All right, so you're going to be victorious in this situation. Something else the ancestors want you to know is about abundance. Abundance is definitely getting ready to come in your favor. So continue to manifest your desires, right? Speak anything that you desire into existence because this is what the ancestors are saying. Good news is on the way. So make sure that before you lay your head to bed tonight, you put some positive energy out there in the universe, okay? Because I'm seeing some good things headed your way. And the ancestors just showing me some abundance, and the ancestors just showing me victorious moments with you. So I am seeing that. Um, and this looks like after the difficulties that you have been having, okay? So think positive, okay? Think positive because positive things is getting ready to happen for you, right? So this is what I'm seeing. It looks good in there. Some positive things is getting ready to happen. So that's for you, Miss Sandy Six. A lot of positive things is getting ready to come out of unpleasant situations, right? Yeah. Also, Miss Sandy Six, I don't know if you coming down with cold or allergies or what's going on all up in here, right? Could be some kind of infection or something going on here. Um, Make sure that you're getting everything checked out. All right, because something is definitely brewing, and because I can feel it. Something is brewing here, right? So this could be anything from from your tooth, gums, anything like that, or even just your nerve, a bone, or something that's going on in your facial area. Okay, so just be mindful of that, right? Um, all right. I'm not sure, Niels. Was you asking for a message? I'm not sure. If you was, put it in there. Miss Sandy Six, I just gave you a message, right? I just gave you a message. I know that you're asking a question in here, but I just gave you a message. And this could very well be, you know, the energy that the ancestors were just speaking of, these unpleasant situations that has been going on in your life, right? But now things is getting ready to take a turn, right? For the good, for the greater good. So some positive things is getting ready to come out, some unpleasant situations, right? Your daughter coming back into your life, that's something positive, right? Maybe after y'all start to rekindle some things, maybe she can start bringing the granddaughter in, right? To be a part of your life. I'm not sure what you're saying yes to. I asked you a question about your I picked up some energy on you, right? All up in here, Miss Sandy Six. I picked up some energy. Something is brewing here. No issues outside of the migraines. Okay, so just be mindful of that because I did pick that up on you. Okay. And it could start anywhere from a tooth, but it's all down here. Okay. So something is going on. All right. So just stay on top of it because it could be anywhere from like a toothache, something with your gums, anything like that, because it's all up in here, like in the jawbone area, right? Hi, Olivia. I'm hoping to see my 10-year-old granddaughter. Well, I know that things is going to turn around for you. Ancestors have already said that. Good news is coming, things is going to turn around for you. Okay. Positive things is going to come out of unpleasant situations, right? And anything that you desire, you can manifest, you can speak it into existence. That's why I said before you lay your head to bed tonight, make sure that you speak some things into existence. So some of those things are you wanting to see your granddaughter, right? Make sure you put that out in the universe. Okay. Put that energy out there, right? Anything you desire, because I'm seeing it happening for you, right? Mm-hmm. You are very welcome, Miss Sandy Six. Apostle Samantha, you're welcome for those for the love and prayers. God first, are you still in here? Yeah, it's late. I thought I was gonna have me one of those like those sherbet ice cream. It's like real fruit. Oh, family, it tastes so good. It tastes so good. I think me and my husband, I think we ate 2 boxes. I think we ate 2 boxes in like 2 days, I kid you not. Because I was well, not just us alone, the kids was eating some too. But he was eating all the lemon and I was eating the coconut. Me and my papa, we was eating the coconut and the grapefruit. Oh, it's so good, family. Oh my goodness, right? I said I gotta go and get another box. Yes, Yasmina, you can have a message. God first didn't respond, so I could give you a message, Yasmina. Let me give you a message. Let's give you a message, Yasmina. All right, this message is for you, Yasmina. It's like this energy shift around in here. What's this scribe about? Oh, ancestors come through with this message for Yasmina, ancestors. Ooh, come on. Oh, child, come on. All right. Come on, ancestors. Come on through. All right. Yasmina, let me tell you something. All right. Somebody from your past is definitely going to resurface. I'm gonna tell you that much. I don't know. They could have already came back in the picture, right? But they're definitely coming. All right. This is somebody from the past. All right. It kind of looked like the love was definitely there, right? But they definitely coming right back around. Okay. It looked like whoever this individual was, they may have betrayed you in the past, right? But let me tell you something. Whoever this individual was, they know how good of a person that you really are. Okay. Here they come right back again. I'm seeing that. But the ancestors are saying that whatever decision you choose to make, right? However you decide to go forward with it, right? Whatever you think in your heart, however you feel in your heart, right? You're going to be going on the right path. So you're going to be going in the right direction. Okay. So if you decide to give this person a chance, right? Making future plans or however you may be going forward, ancestor says this is a good thing. All right. So you may have to give somebody a chance. All right. Um, Family, keep in mind that people do make mistakes, right? And some mistakes is worthy of forgiveness, right? And people do change. So we are able to forgive people, right? And they can show us a different side of them as well. Okay, because people can change. So I want you to know that, right? But that's what the ancestors is bringing through. Okay. But I'm seeing it in there, right? Yeah, this person really do have a great deal of love for you, whether you get them another chance or not. All right, they do. Okay, so I'm seeing that. Ancestors also want you to focus on your future, also on your future, right? Mm-hmm. Yes, me to say yes. Oh Lord, if this who I think it is, Lord, keep him. Hello, hello. Ah, that's my biggest goal, my future. Very good. Focus on your future, right? Ancestors brought that through. So yes, focus on your future. Hey, right? Um, these people come back around after they see what they messed up in, right? Um, it's all up to you, right? The ball is in your court. You want to start writing a book? Very, very good. Do that. Do that. Do just that. Start writing on your book, honey. Get that together. Right? Focus on your future. And forgive. God's first, are you here? Because I know I called you a while ago. You never answered. Okay, I see you in here. You are very welcome, yes, Mina. And write that book. All right, this is your message, God first. Confirmation, I believe, of what I've seen. All right. God's first. Ancestors just giving me confirmation to some things, right? In your household. Okay. And this is just telling me uh people joining together, right? People making amends for some things, right? Um Happiness going on, loving environment. And this is what the ancestors want for you, right? And the ancestors giving me confirmation, right? Anything that you desire, I'm seeing it flourishing. Okay. I'm seeing success in your life. Okay. So in your home life, marriage, if that's what's in it, children, if that's what you want or have. I'm just seeing success all around. Ancestors just throwing it out. So I'm seeing success. I'm seeing the abundance there. Okay, I'm seeing good things there, right? So the ancestors is confirming that God's first. Okay. So if you've been thinking about certain things, right? Just know that it's going to be success there. Everything is going to be successful, right? Put your best foot forward, right? Teach and guide, right? Love as well. Everything's going to be okay. The one thing the ancestors threw out was some things regarding your health. Now, when I was scrying, right? Um, just a while ago, I was just looking at how the energy, the transformation of the energy was going through my scry, and it looked like the brain. Okay, it looked like the brain, and I'm sitting here, I'm like, oh wow, this looked like a brain, right? This is what I'm thinking, right? And spiritual realm know our thoughts. So I'm sitting here like, oh boy, this looks like the brain. Definitely looks like the brain. And the ancestors is throwing out some confirmation about your health. Okay. So definitely, and it's just telling me it could be some neural things or anything like that, anything to that nature, right? And you all know we could get migraines, right? Headaches, anything like that. So just be mindful, right, of your health, okay? And anything head related, okay? So I have to tell you that because what I was seeing was that make sure that you are feeding the brain, okay? Make sure that you are feeding the brain. That's important. So anything um your omegas or anything like that, make sure that you are giving your food brain your brain food. Okay, make sure that you are doing that. Okay, you have migraines, yeah, something is definitely going on there, right? Take care of your health. Feed the brain, right? Healthy. healthy nutrients. Okay. And make sure that you are getting checked out, right? So that's what's going on in there. But I'm seeing a lot of good things in there for you. You're very welcome. God's first. I see what you're saying. Yasmina said, "Oh, you gonna write that book, right? Ancestors is telling you to. Very good." Mm-hmm. Um, family, hope everyone is doing good. Hi, chicks with sticks. How are you? Okay, Olivia. Olivia, let me give you a message, and then I'll get you, Benson. Yes, guys. First, I'm praying for your son. Sending prayers for your son, right? Definitely sending prayers for your son. All right, Olivia, let me give you a message. All right, because I'm gonna wrap this up in a minute. Oh, ciao. Olivia, some things is gonna go on in here with you. Not that energy that came through. Not nothing. You ever know the saying, when it rains, it pours, right? The energy that just came out, Olivia, and I hate to say that, when it rains, it pours, right? So you need to take your spiritual bath, right? Um, just to get this negative energy, just disperse and break up this negative energy that's surrounding you and may be attached to you. Okay. Because when it rains, yeah, it is going to pour, and these things is going to hit you one after the other. Okay. So just know that, right? Spiritual bath is needed, Olivia. Okay. If you haven't gotten you one, please get you one. Please do it. And this is a good time to get it done now. So if you got a spiritual store near you, right? A holistic place or anything like that, uh, go get you some products. Get it done. All right, let's see what this message is. All right. Ancestors definitely want you to work on your third eye. Work on your third eye. All right. Strengthen that gift there, because the things that the ancestors is bringing to revelation to you, Olivia, you may be turning a blind eye to some things, right? But it's like the ancestors is showing you some things. They want you to see some things. And trust me, it's going to reveal itself again to you. Okay. So if you think that you have seen something, trust me, that's what you saw. Okay. That's what you've been seeing. Right. Because it's something's going on, and the ancestors really trying to get your attention and telling you to pay attention to these things, right? Believe it, right? Even a person showing you who they are, trust that's who they are. Okay. Trust it. That's what I'm seeing. Right? Ancestors want you to stay focused, utilize discernment, stay focused. Know that things is going to be revealed to you. Know that although that you want happiness and things, right? It may not always be happiness there, right? But you got to push forward, because one thing the ancestors is letting you know, for better or worse. So sometimes you got to stick to a person's side through the good and the bad, right? Everything is not always going to be good, right? Sometimes it's going to be more bad than good. Sometimes it could be more good than bad, but you got to stand by somebody's side. And somebody should be standing by your side as well through the good and the bad. All right. So the ancestors want you to know that, right, Olivia? So that is definitely your message there, because I'm seeing some emotional things and I'm seeing some deception as well in there. Okay. Take your spiritual bath. That's needed, right? Take a spiritual bath and utilize discernment in there. Okay, that's what the ancestors want you to do. Um, this is really a whole like somebody got like you in bondage in here, right? It's like somebody, Olivia, it's like somebody got you in bondage in here. This is bondage, and it's just like an like it's an emotional situation, like a emotional roller coaster ride. Yeah, some intervention is needed in there. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, take your spiritual bath. You're very welcome, Olivia. All right, Benson. I believe that was Benson. Benson. Okay, Benson. Here's your message. Oh, child. All right, let's see what's going on with you, Benson. Let's see, ancestors. Olivia said, Tell me, Olivia, what's Tell me. Put it in there. Listen to my papa. He's so loud. I'm surprised that he's still up, right? He had field day. I'm just sharing this with you all, family. He had field day Friday. He had field day at school Friday. And when I came home, he was knocked out, right? He was already in the bed, knocked out. This was probably like 6. I think it was like 6 o'clock, right? He was knocked out, and I was like, Papa, Papa, talking to him, having a whole conversation, asking him, do he want shrimps? This boy ain't never opened his eyes. This boy just kept sleeping. I was shaking him. He just rolled over and kept on sleeping. This boy was tired, right? He didn't wake up until Saturday. He didn't wake up till the next day. He slept the whole. I said, this boy is wore out. I've never seen my papa like that. My papa is like the Energizer bunny. He keep going and going and going. But honey, he was he was exhausted. I said, wow. When I got into bed that night, right, I was like, wow, I'm gonna actually have a little peace, right? Because he's not gonna be in here bothering me. But not that he's a father, but he's not gonna be like, Ma, and can I and Ma, right? No, he was knocked out, family. He was tired. He was exhausted. Now he's up. Lord have mercy. He done got all his rest he needed. Now he's up. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. This boy's still up. I hear him. Right? He's doing video gaming with his friend. Hmm. Uh, um, the hold on you, the bondage, it's a spiritual thing, right? It's a hold on you. It's a strong hold on you, but it's an emotional hold. So it's telling me that some emotional things that you've been through with someone, right? Or some emotional things that someone has put you through, right? You allowing it to still, hinder you from some things, right? And it could be from trusting others, it could be from opening up, whatever is going on in there. Okay. But that's what's going on. So it's like you in this bondage you got to hold is an emotional thing. You need intervention in there. So the intervention is just saying that sometimes you need to get a third party in there. Sometimes you may need counseling. Sometimes you may need to talk about something. Your counseling could be your spiritual session, right? You could go before your altar and your ancestors and just talk about some things, right? Put the energy out there in the universe, however your intervention may be for you, right? So that's the bondage, is just a hold on you, right? When you're in bondage and you got a hold on you, it's like a cycle and it will keep repeating itself. So it's like a curse, right? It'll hit you, it'll hit your children, it'll hit your grandchildren if you don't break this bondage that you're in. Yeah. So that's what's going on in there. Okay, Olivia. So some things is going on, right? Um, and if you're going through some emotional things that you never really got solved, you need to do some healing, right? You need therapy, whatever the therapy may be, right? Because we all receive therapy in many ways, right? But you need some healing, right? And the first step is you need to start with a spiritual bath, all right? You need to cleanse and detox, okay? The hold also is negative energy, right? Sometimes that's attached to you from other people, okay? Even your environment, even the things that you're doing, right? Yeah. So detox. It's time to detox, right? You detox with the spiritual bath. All right, Olivia. That was confirmation. Working on my heart chakra. Very good. Very, very good. Very good. Right? Because that's all a part and tied to the emotional things that's going on, right? And once you start working on your heart chakra, you can release a lot of that emotional tension that's in there that's going on, right? You can start the healing process in there. Yes. Hmm. Yes. 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 That is true. Okay. Benson. I didn't lose you, did I, Benson? Are you still in here? Okay. It's your message, Benson. Let's see this energy that's going to shift around. I just seen this thing come through like a diamond. It just glistened like a diamond, right? Unless Benson, are you planning on? Are you married, Benson? Let me know. Are you married or planning on getting married? Because just now it just sparkled like a diamond, right? Mhm. You married? Okay. All right, this is your message, Benson. Ooh-wee! What's going on there? Are you faithful, Benson? Is your significant other faithful? Because something going on in there, right? I don't like to. I don't really like to get into this part, right? When the ancestors start uh, throwing out certain energy, right? Although I am the messenger, okay. So I see you said you married. Maybe he's getting me a new ring for our anniversary. I hope so, right? I hope so. I hope that's what that sparkle was, right? That looked like a diamond. right? But I'm gonna say this: somebody's definitely lurking, right? Somebody's definitely lurking in here. Um, somebody's definitely lurking in here. I don't even know what way to even put this, right? Make sure that you and your partner know how important it is to be committed and being faithful and sincere with each other. Okay. I'm just gonna put that out there, right? Not saying that he's not saying that you're not, but just know how important that is, right? To be faithful and to be sincere with each other. Okay. Um, somebody is definitely lurking in there, right? And sometimes when these people lurk, right, they could try to entice somebody to do some things, right? So I'm just gonna leave that there. That's all. All right. I'm just gonna leave that there. But make sure don't jump to no conclusions. Make sure that you always talk to your partner about things. Okay, that is it. About how you feeling, about what others may be doing, or how your partner may be interacting with other people. Make sure you always express it, right? And go for clarity. That's it. All right, Benson. That is it. All right. Ancestors want you to know how important that is, right? How important it is to be sincere hmm in any relationship, right? So yeah, that sparkle that I seen, right? That's like a diamond. Yeah, that could very well be your partner giving you another ring for your anniversary, right? And also, as with the ancestors throughout, also letting you and your partner know how important, right? That contract is, right? That commitment is, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mrs. I am 100%. Hope he is too. I know that's right. Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am. Okay. Okay, gotcha. Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. You are very welcome. Okay. So yes, you are very welcome. Right. And sometimes these people be lurking because sometimes these people want what you have because somebody's definitely lurking in there. Okay. Somebody's definitely lurking. So sometimes these people could be lurking because they want what you got and they will try to make a move on something that you have and that they want. That's it. All right. That's all. So it's important to, you know, be sincere and open, right? Ancestors is giving revelation into that. That's all, right? You said I know there's a lurk up. Definitely is, right? I'm seeing it. All right. Yeah. So that diamond that I seen sparkle, you make sure that you and your partner know, right? Yeah. That's sparkling for a reason, right? We don't need nobody to come and interfere in here. hmm Yeah. So yes. Tamika says, ever since then, I've had trouble sleeping. I'm scared to date again. I've not dated or even tried since then. I just wanted to know, will I heal and move on? What's going on with you, Tamika? Um, she told me he was a warlock and he hurt me and is now incarcerated. Benson says, yes, ma'am, I know what to do. Time to time to turn up a little more heat. That's right. Oh. Mhm, mhm. Um, yep, yeah, X. Uh, you got this, Benson. You got this. All right. Just let you know that. All right. You got this. You know what you got to do. Right. Um, Tamika, I'm sorry to hear this. I'm reading what you wrote in here. Right. I'm reading this what you wrote in here. Hi, Big Mama. I love you too, Big Mama. Hi, Still I Rise. Um, Tamika, I'm sorry to hear this, right? Now, I'm sorry that that has happened to you. Hmm. Hi, Kayla. Hi, Michael. I don't think you should be dating just as yet. How long ago have you broken off, right? How long have you broken off from your ex, Tamika? Give yourself some time to heal, right? Don't get out of one relationship and jump into the next. Please don't do that. 2.5 years. I mean, that's a good time frame. 2.5 years. Hmm. That's enough time to be working on you and rebuilding self and doing a healing process. Have you been single in that 2.5 years, just working on self and healing? That's not saying that you can't take longer, right? But 2.5 years, that's a very good time frame, right? Definitely not jumping from one relationship to another. That's a very good time frame. Yes, and if you're afraid to open up to a man right now, you're not ready, right? And that's okay, right? You may need more time, and that's okay, right? Take all the time that you need till you feel that you are ready, right? So if you feel like you need more time, which from what you just wrote, I believe you need more time as well, right? See what the ancestors throw out for you. I was supposed to be cutting it off after Benson, but I see what the ancestors throw out for you. All right, Tamika, before I get off of here. But how wealthy? I'll see what the ancestors throw out for you, Tamika, before I get off of here. Um, Hi Jackie. Okay, my kids keep trying to push me. No, no. If you're not ready to open up, you're not completely healed. All right. And you don't want to go into the next relationship with the past trauma and you inflicting your trauma now on someone else because it's not fair to them. So you take as much time as you need. Okay. I'm not saying that you're going to be completely over it, because there's going to be some things that may happen in a relationship that may trigger some things from your past, right? Although you may feel like you are completely healed, right? Because we all have these trigger points that something can happen and it can bring up past trauma. Yeah, that can happen. Things can resurface, right? But if you know already going forward that you're not ready to open up to someone, then you're not ready, right? You're not ready, right? Let's see. Mm, mm. All right. I'm gonna say this, right? You still got some work in there, Tamika. Okay, your heart beating fast. That's okay. You still got some work in there to do. But let me tell you something. The ancestors are showing a very good path for you. All right, a very good path. The thing is, the ancestors is like, even though you may not feel you ready, you may be ready, right? But let me say this, right? I'm seeing a very positive path for you, okay? Including marriage, if that's what you want in your future, okay? I'm seeing that the ancestors just saying that they want you to go forward with faith. Okay, so you gotta have faith going forward, and you have to take a leap of faith in that aspect, right? Dating and getting back out there, right? How you may want to. I'm sure you don't want to be alone forever, right? And at some point you will start to date, right? But the ancestors is saying that you need to have faith, right? Go into everything with faith. Okay. Your faith is going to carry you through. Um, don't think that something is impossible, because it is possible. Okay. So when you feel like you can't open up, or you can't love again, or you may can't trust somebody with your heart, you actually can. You actually can. And that's what the ancestors are showing. You actually can, right? You just hesitant in there, right? Um, and that's what's going on. But I'm seeing a lot of beautiful things for you along your path. The ancestors are showing. The ancestors just saying, go with faith. All right. So take a leap of faith. You're gonna be okay. All right, going forward. And I am seeing marriage down your path. Okay. I am seeing that. I'm seeing a lot of positive things down your path. Okay. So I'm just gonna say that I'm gonna leave that there, right? In your life, yes, take a leap of faith. Okay. Hmm. Okay, there's a man who has my interest. I'm just scared of him. That may be that person that's down the line, right? With that marriage, right? That I'm picking up so heavily. Um, go for it. Take a leap of faith, right? As long as they're not hurting you and you're not hurting them, hey, right? Go for it. Um, yeah. But I can understand, right? Getting out of an abusive relationship and trusting somebody with your heart, with you, period, right? After just you've been through something, right? And that's okay, right? Take things slow. Take things slow, right? But definitely step out there on faith, right? But just slow. That's all. Hmm. Got this, Tamika. Thank you. I will. I guess I'll give him the date he's begging me to go. Him with my children. Mm-hmm. Just make sure, you let folks know where you're going. Okay. All right. I'm a firm believer in that, family. We never too old to let our children or our loved ones know where we are at. Because I still do that, right? Let my husband know if I'm going somewhere, let my children know. Okay. So you let them know where you're going, right? Because we can't put our guards down too much because you see how this world is, right? So definitely just let family know where you going, right? Keep them posted. Nowadays, family got the tracking device on them, right? Family got tracking devices on them. Okay, so you see everywhere people going. Mm-hmm. Got to do that nowadays because this world is getting crazy. A. Benson said, and turn on your phone location. Tamika said, most definitely. Yeah. Yep. You're gonna be all right. Take a leap of faith. You're gonna be fine. Okay. So I'm gonna say that. So I've been up here over an hour, family. I'm gonna get off of here, right? Because I feel the energy that the energy is just, it feels good, right? But tomorrow, well, today is Sunday. Monday is a very good night, right? Um, Even tomorrow night is a very good night to put some things into the universe, right? Hmm. But tomorrow is like my peak, so I'm gonna be putting some things in the universe, right? So family who need to be doing their spiritual baths, get your spiritual baths in. Family, this is a good time, right? Over this weekend, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, especially. Get your spiritual baths in, right? I'm just gonna say that. Black girl said, Miss T, Jacqueline is asking for help. Jacqueline, where you at? Where you at, Jackie? Chicks with Six said, Monday is my birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Chicks with Sticks. Um, where is this at? Why did this do that? Hold on. I got knocked out of my comments. All right. How far am I behind? Knocked out of here. All right. Um, my very close friend I call my sister was found dead June the 5th. I'm sorry to hear this, Jackie. Sorry to hear this, right? I'm definitely sending you my condolences and healing energy. I want to know what happened and how family can't find the policy. Are they sure she had a policy? Right? Her grandson found her. Mm, mm. Are they sure she had a policy? Right? I'm sending healing energy for the a grandbaby to have to discover his grandmother like that. Right? Let me just tap in. Um, are they sure that there was a policy? Right? Where is it at, ancestors? We're going to get clarity into this policy. That's this policy right here. Hmm. Jackie, I know you said that this is your best friend, right? And I'm sending my condolences, right? Clarity, ancestors. Shh. Was she into any substance abuse? Hmm. Uh okay. From what I could see, right? This policy, this policy looks like was it kept up? Because something's going on here. It's like something had been dismantled or tampered with. Hmm. I don't know. This policy looks like it been dismantled or tampered with in some way. I'm gonna leave that there. Okay, so I don't know what's going on with the policy because it looked like somebody had dismantled it or something. Right? Was the policy in her grandson name? Question. Right? This is the thing. Right? Somebody is into some substance. All right. Somebody is into some substance abuse. Okay. Was her grandson the beneficiary, right? Because it looked like somebody in a state of impairment, right? Which they could have been emotionally, or they could have been going through something, and at that time they could have dismantled something, right? Because they was upset at somebody, right? It looks like somebody has been using some substance as well in here. So is her grandson? Is the son? Is the son using substance? Let me know. Because from what the ancestors throwing out, yeah, it's a policy there, right? But it looked like something could have been dismantled, altered, right? Because somebody was emotionally impaired, but it looks like they also was emotionally impaired because someone, could be the son, could have been dibbling and dabbling into something and they wasn't fond of it, right? And it's kind of like, you know how somebody could just cut you out their will because they're upset at you because you're doing something that you have no business, and they're like, I'm not going to leave this to you. You got to be kidding me, right? And you go and make alterations because this energy is what's being displayed in here. Hmm. That's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm seeing. Right, Jackie? Mm-mm. You may not find the policy. They may find the policy, but it may be altered in some kind of way. Right? She started having seizures. Hmm. That's what I'm seeing. She definitely uh yes, Jackie, I read that. Her name is can family, I'm gonna botch that up. I'm seeing what you're saying, but please understand something is going on in here, right? I don't know if she hid this policy or what, but this policy is definitely dismantled. And that's how she wanted it, from what I'm seeing. All right. She's not fond of something that happened, right? Yeah. The son, right? Yeah. You hear what I'm saying, Jackie? You see this son? The son is involved in some things. See that son? He's involved in some things, right? That's the son. The policy had already come out, right? I have to look at the relationship, right? It's strained in there, right? From a disappointment in some things, okay? Strained in there because of a disappointment in some things, all right, Jackie? The policy looks to be dismantled in some way, all right? Altered in some way because of some things, right? That she's not fond about in here. Somebody's into some substance in here, right? Um, that's what I'm seeing in here. Okay. No, I'm not saying there's nothing that her grandson did. Right? You asked about the policy. I asked, was she into some kind of substance? Right? When I she's disabled in something. Something happened in here to her. Okay. But I asked was she's in some kind of substance because that energy came through. But the ancestors let me know that I have somebody in there that's connected to her that's into some substance. Okay. They're into some substance that's connected to her. Right. Um, the policy that you asked about, What happened to the policy? The ancestors are showing that policy is dismantled. Right? Yeah. Because she's upset about something that happened in here. Right? So maybe under emotional distress, I don't know, she could have terminated the policy. I don't know. Right? Maybe hit it. I don't know. Maybe change beneficiary. I don't know. Right? But this is the energy that's coming out. She's not fond of some things that has happened in there, right? And I know she's not. Clarity, ancestors. Yeah. That's the situation, right? So that's the situation. The situation is that yeah, that's definitely a situation. I got to look at her seizures because you know where the ancestors put it? Right here. It's like right here. Okay? So whatever happened right here. Okay? So I don't know if something happened before the seizure, whatever, but right here is where the ancestors alerted me to. Okay, with her. I know you said she had a policy, but the way the ancestors throw this out is like, yeah, there was a policy there. It's a policy put in place, but it looks like through an emotional time, right? She could have tore up the policy or changed the policy or whatever happened in there, right? So it's kind of like she's she is a situation that happened in there that she wasn't too happy about, right? And that made her have some changes, okay? Made her do some changes in there. Clarity in here, ancestors. I'm not saying the sun had anything to do. Ooh, child. Yeah, exactly. Look at that, right? It's some trickery in there, right? And it had to do with, like I said, somebody was into some illegal things, whether they was using it or selling it. She wasn't too fond about that. There's talk about this, about the bond and the warnings, right? The warnings that you're going to do something because you keep doing this and you're not changing, right? You keep dibbling, dabbling in that and you're not changing. Mhm. That's what I'm seeing, Jackie. That's what I'm seeing. The policy, it looked like, I don't know, look for the policy. Tell them to keep looking for the policy, but it looked like something may be dismantled, may not be all what they think is going to be. Okay. Oh, child. Yeah, same thing. Because of some rebellious things. So yeah, some things have been changed in here because of somebody's rebellious behavior in there, right? So it's like, yeah, you dismantle something, and I know she is, right? Because she's gonna get the last laugh. So sometimes we be connected to these people, right? But it's some other things going on in there, Jackie, which says that I got somebody in there, they doing some rebellious things, right? She's not happy about it, but it's kind of like you chastising your child or whoever, and you letting them know, listen, if you're gonna keep, I'm not leaving this to them, and they're doing X, Y, and Z, right? Get it together, whatever, and you don't get it together, so you take other means. That's what's going on in here. So the policy, I don't know, it look like the policy is dismantled in some kind of way. right? Whatever she did. The crazy thing is when I was tapping into that, Jackie, when I was tapping into that, that sounds just like her. Yeah, it is her. Because the crazy thing is when I was tapping into that energy to see, right, about the policy and about how she was emotionally, because this was an emotional impairment when she went in there to dismantle this policy because she was upset, right? Look what come out. Like, yeah, baby, I'm gonna have the last laugh in this because I told you to do XYZ and you didn't do it. Like at the end, I'm gonna have the last laugh. You think I'm joking with you, but I told you don't do XYZ and you're still doing it. This is the trickery that she's talking about. You in there, you're doing trickery, you're just doing whatever trickery, lies, and manipulation. You're just doing whatever you want to do. She already had this discussion with this individual. You understand? Look at the bond in there and look at the warning. She already had this discussion. She already had this discussion. She already had that discussion about that, right? She's telling you about the situation. Here's the situation, right? That's involved in the situation. She's telling you right there. You understand? I know a medical thing happened to her. I felt it right here in her head, right? But it looked like during the time, maybe she could have been upset. You know how when we do things when we are upset, like at that moment, you're upset and you just, she made changes then when she was upset. Okay. So when she was emotionally impaired, she had already made changes. So she made changes because she was already frustrated in here. That's what I'm seeing. Okay. I don't know if you may find a policy. The policy ain't going to be what you think it is going to be when you do find it, right? Because she's already letting them know that I'm gonna have the last laugh at the end. I'm gonna have the last laugh, right? Told you to do XYZ, get this together, XYZ. I'm gonna have the last laugh. Yeah. So that's what's going on. That's what I'm seeing, right? I'm sending my condolences, but that's the way she wanted it. That's what I'm seeing. That's the way she wanted it, right? That's the energy I picked up. That's the way she wanted it. But I'm definitely sending my condolences, right, to her, to you, excuse me, to you and the family, okay, regarding her death, okay. Lady T, this is my sister talking. I'm laughing and crying at the same time. And I remember her speaking on this. Oh, yeah, you better believe it. Right? And she's still speaking on this. Where she at on the other side? She's speaking on it. That's why she threw out that laughter. Like, I'm gonna have the last laugh. Right? Tell you to get yourself together. You're not doing what I said. You're still doing this trickery, lies, and manipulation. Guess what? I'm gonna have the last laugh now. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Mhm. So that's what's going on in there, right? I don't know if you're going to find a policy from what I'm seeing. It looked like it's dismantled. It's not going to be what you think it's going to be, right? If you do find it, because she already made alterations to it. It has already been changed. That's what I'm seeing, right? So again, I'm sending you my condolences, right? I'm sorry that this has happened, right? But it looked like that's the way she wanted it. So if they don't find a policy, it just looked like that's the way she wanted it, right? Because somebody is doing rebellious things other than what she had already talked to them about, right? That's the situation. That's what I'm seeing. Okay. Thank you, Lady T. You are awesome. You are very welcome, honey. I hear you, sis. And I know I know exactly what she get upset about. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. She was upset about that. She sure wasn't playing either. She surely wasn't playing about it. So I'm just gonna say that. But that is it. That is my time, family. I'm overtime. Okay. But I'm gonna get off of here. I'm sending you healing and loving energy, Jackie. Again, I'm sending the family my condolences. Okay. To everyone up here, please go back and listen to your message and make sure those who need to take your spiritual bath, please take one. Okay. Before you all lay your head to bed, please speak some positive affirmations out there into the universe. Okay. Yes. Who it was? She was passed off. Love you too, Apostle Samantha. You are very welcome, Chicks with Sticks. Right? Hi, Bree. All right. I love you all, family. It was wonderful doing this late night with you all. Okay. Love you all, family. I want you all to have a prosperous night. You're very welcome, Black Gal. Good night, Jackie. All right. Love you all, family. Have a good night.